You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
My father, Isaac Liverpool, and my mother, Edwelyn Bartholomew, used to sing many songs and sankeys, so often that I learnt them all. A little more oil in the lamp, keep it burning. A little more oil in the lamp, I pray. A little more oil in the lamp, keep it burning. Keep it burning till the break of day. And when he walked home from the garden with all his peas and his corn, under the stress and load of the day, oh, he would sing. And there was I, listening to him and hear him. I am a warrior out in the field, and I can sing, and I can shout, and I can tell it all about that Jesus died for me. When I get over yonder in that happy paradise, when I get over yonder in the field. And on a Sunday morning, we would walk to my aunt in Bethel. And when she would be making a pea soup, and she would be singing while the pea soup boiling. Oh, what sweet voices between my father and herself. While I yearned for the pea soup. And she sang, how sweet the name of Jesus sounds in a believer's ear. It soothes its sorrows, heals its wounds, and drives away his fear. It makes the wounded spirit whole and calm the troubled breast. It's manna to the hungry soul and to the weary rest. And before he went to bed at night, and he said his prayer, he must sing. Even though he sang a very long prayer, he gave God thanks for the day in this manner. I must have the Savior with me, for I dare not walk alone. I must have his presence near me, and his arms around me throne. Then my soul shall dare go ill. Let him lead me where he will. I will go without a murmur, and his footsteps follow still. Oh, he suffered from high blood pressure. And when the nausea took him, and the giddiness, he never gave up. He even gave God thanks for the illness, singing all the time. Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a fortress of glory divine. Year of salvation, purchased of love, born of the Spirit, washed in his blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. But my mother was a Catholic, And when he sang his Baptist hymns and sang his, she would counter him with a Catholic hymn. And so she was trying to shut him up. But she sang with a beautiful and sweet voice. And she sang, "Oh, come to the throne of grace. Oh, come to the heart most pure. To Mary, your hope of life, in whom salvation is sure. Oh, Lady of Fatima, hail, Immaculate Mother of Grace. Oh, pray for us, help us today, the hope of the human race." And when somebody in the village died, or his good friends died, sometimes he didn't go to the funeral, but he stayed home and he sang. He was at the funeral in spirit. Shall we ever all meet again? Shall we ever all meet again on that great judgment morning, when the book shall be open and the name shall be called? Oh, how sad it will be when I take my departure and I turn away from heaven for not serving my Lord. And when he had no money and he was depressed, or he won nothing in the sweepstake, and poverty stared him in his face, oh, he turned to his God and he sang. Love lifted him. I was singing deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore, very deeply staying within, thinking to rise no more, no more. But the master of the sea heard my despairing cry. From the waters lifted me, now safe am I. Love lifted me, love lifted me, when nothing else can help. Love lifted me, love lifted me, love lifted me, love lifted me, oh, love lifted me. Love lifted me. And on a Sunday evening, all of us would come around the bed. Concert time. Rupert, Vaughn, Uriel, Jean, Cynthia. Concert time. And my mother would teach us. Soft as the voice of an angel, breathing a lesson unheard. Hope with a gentle persuasion, whispers her comforting word. Wait till the darkness is over, wait till the tempest is done. Hope for the sunshine tomorrow, after the shower is gone. Whispering hope, oh how welcome thy voice, oh how welcome thy voice, making my heart in its sorrow rejoice. And before we went to bed, in the darkness of night, cool night, my mother would teach us as if it was a prayer before we went to sleep. In the evening, by the moonlight, you You could hear us darkly singing in the evening by the moonlight. You could hear the banjo ringing. How the old folks would enjoy it. They would sit all night and listen as we sang in the evening by the moonlight. In the evening, you could hear. In the evening, by the moonlight, you could hear. How the old folks would enjoy it. They would sit all night and listen as we sang in the evening by the moonlight. Keep me as the apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggles. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover.
grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, as soon as you join us, do your WZYE civic duty. Share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe. WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. And this is how we start the thing.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE. We originate, not imitate.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we do mean that. We originate, we don't imitate. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we put that in audio for you, ladies and gentlemen. Take a listen.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we do mean that. We do mean that. We bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Let me bring in my pal, the young man, the man out of Sally Bay, boy, Silly Beer. I'm my first all-inclusive party in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. Was Silly Beer, boy. Michael Headley, yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah. Tommy, that was my first all-inclusive.
Yeah, Mike had
Well, he had it cork, as they say. And
Mike had a good.
Tommy, I see some people try to drink out the bar, try to bust the bar. You understand? Instead of trying to bust the bar before the party done, they hanging onto a tree, boy. And with a black garbage bag.
Yeah. Guaranteed the bar was gonna bust.
Yeah, but you know, Trinidad does real move things in truth, you know, boy. Batman, I see you have a question there. I kind of go down in the chat, eh? That is a very, very good question. Excellent question, Batman. That is critical thinking. But we go get to that. Yeah, Tommy. Tommy, you been to all inclusive in Trinidad? You hear me?
No.
You never been to all inclusive?
I never went to an all inclusive.
Tommy.
No.
Tommy. You're joking, right? You had to be joking. You never went to all inclusive?
I'm trying to jog my memory.
If you had to try and jog your memory, Tommy, you never been to all inclusive? Tommy?
No, I never.
You sure you from Sally Bay? You sure?
I just never was around when I was just never around when he had the all-inclusive party.
I mean, all them business he was doing in Trinidad, a man and call you up and say, hey, Tommy, so and so having an all-inclusive. Let me go down so now. Tommy, I used to make it my duty. I think Sally Bay used to be 2 weeks before Carnival, boy. I used to make it my duty and go home 2 weeks before Carnival.
I think it's 2.
Yeah, 2 weeks, right? I used to make it my
duty. And that's what happened.
Right, 2 weeks before
Carnival. When I get to Trinidad, that like all-inclusive was already done.
Well, that plenty more. But that was my signature all-inclusive. You understand? And when they stop it, I went some other all-inclusive, but it wasn't really, you know, they start to water down this stuff, you know. Hey, look, Lana, boy. Lana, how you going, Lana? We didn't see Lana in a long time, boy. Lana is our original too, you know. Lana Voodoo, boy. Yeah, Tommy. But I haven't been to an all-inclusive.
What happened to me is that I used to come to Trinidad. I used to go to Trinidad close to Carnival because I had a business to run and I couldn't leave for too long.
So you didn't go? You didn't used to go semi-final either? In Skinner Park?
No, I've gone to semi-final before, but
In
I
Skinner
missed
Park.
quite a few of them.
You went to the one in Skinner Park?
Actually, I went to many more after I moved to Trinidad than when I was in the US.
You ever play
By the
mass?
time I moved to Trinidad,
Go ahead.
oh yeah, mass. I play a lot of mass.
What band
I
you
play
play
with I used to play with Minchell. I play with Minchell. I play with Berkeley.
You used to play with a middle class band. That's what you used to do.
Yeah,
Tommy. Okay. I never played Minchell.
I used to play with Minchell and with Wayne Berkeley.
So you never play with them. You never play with like All Stars or Desperados or none of them steel bands.
Nah.
All right, Tommy. Tommy, I don't know, but you kind of had me taken a back day, boy. Man, never went out all inclusive, boy. I had business to do, Tommy, and I used to leave, that. Where was I in school them time, boy? I don't remember if I was. Yeah, boy, I was teaching still then, boy. Yeah. I run away from school, Tommy. You had to go Carnival, boy. Monday and Tuesday, and I playing mass, Juve, and here, Tommy. Yeah, what you should do it, eh? I go in, the
I used to play
march
Juve.
track, right? When I leave there, I go in straight to Juve, my partner at Juve band. And the Robert used to play in that band. You understand?
I used to play Juve too. I used to play with Oaksville at one point. Yeah, I used to do Juve with Oaksville out of Belmont.
All right. So I used to do Juve. And then what used to happen from Juve, I used to go and bathe and thing, like in the Woodbrook Center. Right where the band was located. They used to leave from there. We go in there, we bathe, we take out all the mud, all kind of thing. And you pour on your Monday.
We used to go down. We used to go down small boats and bathe after Juve.
Oh yeah, well we used to bathe in it, and then we finish there. We go on Monday mass because Monday mass is not really costume and thing, right? You understand? Just like a t-shirt and
Yeah, we used to do Monday too.
yeah.
Yeah, we used to do Monday.
The biggest band I ever played with is Poison, and I Poison in section 1, and I didn't know section 1 was for the high floating people. I didn't even know that. If they know I was some chumaka, they would not let me in that section, because only the rich and wealthy was in that section. How I get in that section? Oh, you know what? My partner didn't know Maxine Richards. Them was in charge of that band. So my partner didn't know Maxine Richards.
That is Headley uncle.
Well, yeah.
That's Headley family.
Okay. And other
Max is Headley uncle.
Go ahead.
Max is Headley uncle.
Oh, I didn't know the family relationship. And listen to this, other costume for Tribe. Tribe now come out. Other costume and the band sell out. Right? I sell my costume for Tribe and I went and play with Poison. But I never play with them again, boy. Them doesn't really play mass. Them does wine. When them going up in the street, Tommy, is a type of, I don't know if it's social whining or anti-social whining. I from Chumakake. You know what I mean? When we whine, we just clean up the streets. You know what I mean? When you come to Chumakake and you
below the white line.
Whine,
You whining below the white line.
Below the white, but you're being generous. Yeah? We're going under the white line. It's a new kind of limbo. You understand? And them people are whining kind of anti-social and thing. Tommy, this is that kind of wine. I say, well, and Tommy, when them people get on the stage, oh good, they break away, boy. I say, way, boy. I said, wait. I said, nah, that band ain't for me. Then I went and played with Legacy. Yeah, Big Mike. Yeah? Yeah, they like them. Then Robert Amar bring out a band. I played with Robert Amar band. Yeah? Which other band I play with, boy? That's the three I could remember, you know. Yeah, that's the three I could remember. Yeah.
You used to play in Brooklyn too?
Eh? In Brooklyn?
You used to play mass in Brooklyn too?
Brooklyn, I know mass, Tommy. I know mass in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You call that mass? You mean
But
church
at that time
mass
we used to really enjoy ourselves by both.
in Brooklyn?
No, that's some years in Brooklyn. It was real nice, man.
But Tommy,
We had
you don't understand that, boy.
we had a
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
At that time we were heavily with Borokits. Then we
Yeah,
broke away.
them was big.
We had a section called Blackfoot. We broke away and
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
formed our own band.
I remember that Blackfoot. I remember that. Big boy. Them was big. Well, it was big.
Yeah, I was part of Blackfoot.
I remember I came to this country in 1977, right? I think it was 77 self boy before I went to school. Going on the parkway and some partners from Boys and Girls High School in Brooklyn. And they was enjoying themselves and thing. And so, in the parkway walking up and down the street and them fellas didn't buy something called Nitrine Express. You know what that is? Remember that?
That was wine.
Without that
Yeah, wine.
that like gasoline, boy. When you and me, who know nothing about
That was cheap wine.
Yeah, I tell you that is like gasoline. You understand? Me know nothing about it. Tommy, boy, I take a sip. Next thing I know, Tommy, I'm home and I'm hugging the toilet. That was the last
Lord.
time I ever touched that type of thing. It was Nitrine Express and Mad Dog 2020. Remember that one?
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah, them two. I got them fellas in them with me, you know nothing about that. But when you're young, you're trying all you're trying.
Them as well cheap wine.
Yeah, them is wine. Oh God, them is real wine.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but
you never drink that?
nah, I wasn't on that.
You never drink nitrate, Tommy? Take a little thing, sir. Tommy,
Nah, Anselm.
You're missing, boy. You're missing. Anyway, first in the village was Miss Santa Cruz. Good evening, Wall Street and Uncle Tommy. Miss Santa Cruz started.
Yeah, I saw that.
Another lady.
Yep. Yep, and I saw Monica was after her.
Yeah, she said good evening to my friends on the village chat. Then Monica was next. Third. Monica was third. Monica, welcome to you. Monica said good afternoon, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street. Blessings to you. Then Batman gave Vicks vapor rubbed again. He come fifth. That's a participation medal, right? Right, Tommy? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, participant.
Yeah. Good evening to all the villagers, Professor and Uncle Tommy. Yeah, Batman, you got, hey, Tommy, look, Caribbean Soul move up the ranks, boy. Like the game permission to the community.
Well, that's...
You get permission. And I'll pack us up today, boy. Yeah, boy.
That's great, Soul.
Soul, you get permission today, boy. You're inside now. Good afternoon, WZYE TV and listeners. Gail Rasman, boy. Good afternoon, everyone. Gail, how are you? Mr. Intellectual, blessed evening to Professor Uncle T. And all of you, just hope you all having a blessed and productive day. I run 6 miles today, Tommy boy. It's a nice, easy 6 miles.
What you're getting ready for? You're getting ready for November.
Tommy, Tommy, I has debate that with myself, You understand? So I'm getting
Why?
ready.
I thought it's a foregone.
You thought what?
I thought it was a foregone conclusion that you're participating.
I'm participating. What do you mean?
Aren't you?
Yeah, participating.
In the games.
Yeah. But you know when I go to them thing and them, me ain't going to take no participation medal, I not like Batman and them, Them just in a chat and them getting participation medal. You understand? And Volsang and Caribbean
And
Soul and them.
you're going to be.
Yeah.
You're going for the goal.
I going for the goal, man. I going for the goal. And I is the champion bubbler today. Yeah, Volsang. Gen Z Paul, welcome. As a matter of fact, Jerry Richard make it to these finals in the 400 in the World Championships. Right? I will see if I could get that video. I thought I put up that video, but I will see if I could get it. Walls and Uncle Tommy, good evening to you both. Good evening to you. Volsang Battles, they dropped some fast on you today. Battles just get plenty legs, boy. Daryl super sad. Hello and good evening to you, my brother. Chad Matty Bettler. Blessed evening, Uncle Tommy and Professor and all on the live. Joan out of Brooklyn, boy. Good night, everyone. Watching from Brooklyn. Yeah. Bennett Thomas. Good evening, Professor Warship, Uncle Tommy and all on the chat. Yeah. Somebody just sent a message there. Let me see. Tony says, good night, my brother. Goodness. Tony Griffith from Trinidad. Welcome to you, Tony. Yeah. Bennett Thomas said, good evening, Professor Warship.
Welcome.
Huh?
Welcome, Tony, to the village.
Yeah. Azina said, blessing, Professor Warship, Uncle Tom, and everyone locked on the live. Blessings to you too. Anthony Ford, blessed night to you, my brother. Hey, Anthony Ford, you related to Ashton Ford? Well, them Ford and them is P. You know them, any them is a Ford is a P and them, So me all them Ford is a P and them. Ashton, you related to Ashton. Anthony Ford, you related to Ashton Ford? By the way, what Ashton here from? I think Ashton Ford from my reminder. Ashton Ford from Penelope Becker's constituency. Nuts Cake, welcome. Good night, Walls, Uncle Tom, and everyone in the chat. Welcome to you. Nuts Cake, how are you doing, brother? Yeah, boy. Correct is right, Miss Santa Cruz. Wait till the darkness is over. Whisper hope. Oh, God, I love that song. I love that thing too bad, boy. Yolanda Cordner, boy, out at Tobago. A blessed night to everyone on the chat. Cool Runner, good night. Good night, Wall Street, Tommy, and everyone. Good night to you, my brother. Man, I have a name Cool Runner, boy. How you get a name, Tommy? How you get yourself that name? He was a runner.
Cool,
you still run?
A cool one.
Oh, cool. Cool Runner. The Santa Cruz say, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while we fix it. Cover me. Cover Kamala head because the piano wanted there. Cover the back from the piano attack. Cover. Yeah, correct is right. Anthony, good night to you. Good night, Wall Street and Tommy and everyone in the village. Yeah.
Good night, Anthony.
Yeah. But the question Batman have. Batman say I have a question to anyone on the chat. Is it possible that WZYE can help facilitate Heavy and TC on the platform? Batman, that is a good question. That is a very good question. But I think you know the answer, you know. So yeah, we saw this in the news. I think the Chief Justice should have resigned already, right? Yeah, Tommy. I think there was some rumblings that he did resign, or he's going to resign.
I saw in the news today where he says he's going to resign after in this. He's not going to do another term. He's going to resign during this term.
And I saw another place where they had certain people. Actually, it's P&M source. You know, boy, P&M. Oh God, boy, P&M source, boy. When I read some of the things that woman has put up, boy, I don't know how they could live with herself, you know. Seriously, I really don't know. Paul Legal. That is it, right, Tommy? Legal. That's correct. Legal.
That's what I think.
Okay. Is it like Putigal?
No, Putigal is something different.
No. Look, like
Putigal
the same last.
is
G-A-L-E?
Putigal is actually Portugal. That we pronounce Putigal.
Oh, okay. Let's go Putigal. Oh yeah, no, they have Putigal in Trinidad. Yeah. I remember that. Bennett Thomas said, "Good evening, Volsang. I'm becoming a regular in the village." You know, he's already a regular, man. Don't worry. Azina said, "Blessings, Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and everyone locked on the live. Blessings to you, Azina." Batman said, "Thanks, Professor." Yeah. Batman. That's critical thinking right there. Volsang said that's becoming obvious. Hey. Look, Lana boy. Lana, where you been, girl? Lana Voodoo boy. Lana boy. Lana is our original. Our original from way back when.
Missing in action for a long time, but welcome home, my dear.
Yeah, welcome home,
welcome home, my dear.
Lana said October Carnival in Tobago.
Hello, good night.
I have a call coming in.
Good night.
What's
I have a call coming in. Should I take it?
Big game just now, I know, Mr. Warshit.
Come here to take
one more big game. Die. Game tonight.
Who's that? Trinidad?
Yeah, the Tiara and the Pelicans might play tonight.
Oh, the CPL?
Yeah.
Who we play?
Daddy that do or die.
Who we play?
The Pelicans or I think the Pelicans or the King.
Or the Pelicans. All right. We go win that, man.
One of them two sides.
We go win
but
that.
Mr. Warshit.
Yeah.
You know, last night, it had the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the screw shutters and them. Remember you was talking about, remember we was reading all the listing who got all the contract and I tell us work with a PNM contract in the back here. Like somebody scream, he calls and says, "Fame, you know, you come with this morning and say, you got nice little small cash with tomorrow, gospel life, so I waited this thing away."
Yeah.
You see it good. You see it good to say, as Barakawek say, don't suffer in. Silence. Speak out. Now I fight time Mr. Washington because I was waiting. When the fear the boss was truth. And I was still consistent. Going on agency 4 in the morning. Right now I'm already by KFC, you know. Then I come with fried chicken. Bless the love to you and all the viewers and them. I know it's screw shot and I want to keep up the good work, man. Everyone have work to do. Bless.
Yeah, boy. KFC. He's a fighter, man.
You're live, Mr. Virginia. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen. How are you all doing today?
Good, thank you. And yourself?
Feel fine. You know, I was in the impulse came in here. You guys just started threw me at some nostalgia there. I think a man mentioned about Night Train. I don't think anybody born after 1989 would know that, but Night Train. But I'll throw a curveball to you, gentlemen. Remember Charlie's Red Spanish Wine?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah. Well, and you remember who used to make those two brands? I can't think of any other. Maybe you can help me. What distillery used to make that? It wasn't Flanders.
I don't remember, you know.
Wow.
Corias.
Corias?
J.J. Correa. Yeah. Are they still around? Anybody in Trinidad? You can let us know in the chat or whatever. But yeah. Charlie's Red Spanish Wine and Night Train. Hey, when you drink Night Train, if you want to play, wait, is it Jambalasi or Jab Jab? When you blow fire, I think Wall Street was right that you just drink some Night Train and you don't need to light a match. You can just blow fire. So anyway, gentlemen, locked on and listening and continue the good work. Take care.
Thank you, Mr. Virginia.
Yeah, that's why Tommy. I surprised Tommy. You grew up in Trinidad, America, and you never take a dabble in Night Train. You understand? Yeah. COP.
I was conservative. I was very conservative.
You was conservative. COP. You know about Night Train and my dog 2020.
Nah. I never like alcohol and things.
Nah, he ain't gonna know about that.
I know ask if you like alcohol. Me like alcohol.
Well, when I was young, I hear about them thing about VAT 19 rum and
No,
VAT 19 Carnival.
VAT 19 was expensive. My dog 2020 was you get a little flask. In Trinidad, in America, you get a flask.
Cheap wine.
You know what's a flask, right? You get a little flask and about 10 people could take a little sip of that. Because all you need is a sip, eh?
I never like that. I never like them alcohol thing to put in my mouth. I never like them thing. Good night to you, Uncle Tommy. And good night to the listeners.
Good night, my brother.
5.9. I listened to the news. Just now. You know, the Ministry of Education had to rent 300 chairs for Port of Spain South.
No.
But the MP, what 300 chairs they had to rent for Port of Spain South Secondary School.
So you mean Southeast Port of Spain?
Yeah.
COP,
rent 300 chairs.
COP, wait a minute. You telling me over the last 9.5 years, a school in a P&M stronghold, after 4 months in office, the government, the Ministry of Education are going to rent chairs for that school?
Rent 300 chairs from private people. And to rent a chair is about $4 or $5 to rent a chair for one. And when they're renting government chairs, the kind of padded chairs, it will be much more expensive. If I have to go and rent chairs for a wedding, I will pay $5 for one. You understand?
Yeah.
And we had Gaspidoli as Minister of Education spend over $70 billion in the past 10 years under Education Ministry. And taxpayers had to come out with money to rent 300 chairs for a school. 1 year ago, not 1 year ago, 8 months ago, what them children was sitting down on?
I want to know.
They were standing up. MP keep a blind eye towards it. Rowley keep a blind eye towards it. Gaspidoli keep a blind eye towards it. Weak penalty makers keep a blind eye towards it. And them fighting for proper schools today. Iva Archie say he going to resign next year. And he proud of the work that he did in the judiciary. Professor Wall Street, for he in office since 2000, somewhere there, to now will be about, I know maths probably, about 17 years.
If he's 2008, about 17 years. 17 and 8 is 25.
And he proud and satisfied with the work that he did in the judiciary. The Caribbean and the whole of Trinidad and Tobago know that they're always saying that the judiciary failed, case back up all over and all that. And he satisfied that he put digital system in the ministry, in the judiciary.
Digital system.
But we still 100% have problem in the judiciary. What did he do? Mister, it had people was fleeing this country because of you, and I will leave that right there. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So Ethiopia, I thought you finished. Listen to this, Tommy, as COP brought that up, in 2021, the budget allocation for for education and training was $7.9 billion. The highest of any allocation. 2021.
That's 21.
In 21-22, it was 6.886 billion. Right? No, not the highest. Yeah, the highest of any allocation in 21-22. 6.8. In 22-23, it was 7.4 billion. The highest of any allocation. In 23-24, it was $8 billion. And in the last budget, under the PNM, it was $7.5 billion. The only one that was higher than that was the health at that point in time. For almost every budget, Tommy, every budget, they had the largest amount of allocation. And Tommy, in 2025, the current government had to go out and rent 300 chairs, Tommy.
What a shame. What a shame.
Tommy, the PNM should be ashamed of themselves. These are numbers, you know. I tell you, or we bring the truth, you know. These are numbers allocated in the budget. And in 2025,
yep, the results are despicable.
They might go and rent 300 chairs. 300 chairs. You know what? Yeah, the PNM deserve this. Them deserve this. Take this. Or they take this. Them deserve this. Take this. Imagine that, Tommy. And today, we have Nyan Gasby Dolly want to come and preach to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You're going to sit down in the corner like little Jack on, eh? We don't want to hear you. Yeah, KFC. We don't want to hear you.
Yeah, Mr. Washington. A 3 years plus Southeast West Colonel for chairs, you know.
Eh?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Every duty our son going to that school and the Colonel for chairs. Parents have to donate to get chairs and to get and Gabson Dolly, the queen of the red couch.
Yeah.
Saying this government they didn't pay nothing about school. But who was there for the last 9 years? What? The PNM and what your schools now was shit now, boy.
Yeah,
who concerned voting the PNM now, boy?
Yeah.
Lapidated down, you know. PNM strong, you know.
Correct.
They really make it up in the East West corridor, boy. The rest of Mr. Washington, they're going for the break there, boy. Fire burn the PNM, but the two wicked up poor people in the East West corridor, boy. Go on.
Yeah, Mr. Intellectual, welcome.
Sad.
Mr. Intellectual.
Yeah.
Hello.
This evening, bro.
Last evening.
And Uncle T, everybody on the chat.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Same to you.
I was just wondering why the man didn't actually resign today. I just hope that they will implement the impeachment scenario and he early exit out of this thing, you know. He makes no sense, you know. He has some real questions over here, you know. I just hope that they trigger the process and then he just step out and let us find somebody else who could do the job. Comment to this thing. Why we had to rent 300 chairs for children in schools They didn't know that those schools and them was missing chairs before the holidays, or those chairs and them just disappeared just like that. Just
Must it disappear just so?
I can't figure it out.
Yeah. They must it disappear.
And why rent chairs when you could buy the 300 chairs and done with it? That is just excessive money wasting. We need the money. Why go and rent chairs? They gotta think this thing through.
Maybe they rented this. Maybe they rented the same chairs that disappeared.
Yeah, but is that emergency? Because you know, if they are going to buy chairs, they are going
all
to
right, I understand there's an emergency.
Yeah,
but
all them kind of things. So they are
you should have sent in a request already for somebody for work, so the Ministry of Works to produce the chairs and then for the school, because that's what they normally do. We normally buy from the Ministry of Works. You know, they place the order and they send it in. Or if not, they one of those people and them who sell school stuff, and sometimes those furniture stores and things that they have business with. That's how they access the chairs and things. But I don't understand now, and I keep my eyes open.
Yeah, man.
I just wondering if the PNM gone mad. I just wondering. And Venezuela. I don't know if them fellas and them collaborating or what. But it seems as though them two of them singing the same song. I don't know if it's the top of the hour, so
yeah.
We'll chat later.
All right. Thanks a lot. All right, man. So Tommy, according to an article in the Express, Chief Justice Ivy Archer announces retirement plan. Right? Chief Justice Ivy Archer announces
Ivy Archer, right?
Ivy Archer. Yeah. Has announced his intention to retire from his post, bringing an end to an almost 18-year tenure as Trinidad and Tobago top judicial officer. The announcement was made today during the commemoration of the opening of the 25-26 law term at the Convocation Hall of Justice in Port of Spain. Archie, who turned 65 on August 18th, said in a speech, "Chief Justice is what I do. It is not who I am. The office of CJ is not a private property or something you own or cling to. It is held in trust for the nation. I'm just a single runner in a never-ending relay, and the battle must be passed at some time." He emphasized that the decision was made in the interest of transparency and seamless succession. Right? He says, although the retirement age for judges was raised from 65 to 70 in 2020, Archie stated that he has chosen to retire on his own terms rather than waiting until age 70. He described his decision as part of a broader approach to leadership, succession, and governance. No matter how innovative a leader may be, an infusion of fresh ideas from a new leader is desirable from time to time. I also want to find new challenges and opportunity as I continue to grow. He was appointed in 1998, elevated to the Court of Appeal in 2004, and became the 8th and youngest Chief Justice on January 24, 2008. He also serves as Chairman of the Judicial and Legal Service Commission and President of the Trinidad and Tobago Judicial Education Institute. Among the judges named as potential successors are Appeal Ronnie Budu Singh, Jeffrey Henderson, and Peter Rajkumar. So there you have it, folks. There you have it. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Donald Trump is at it again. We're going to go for a quick break. Stick and stay. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Warshit, and you. We'll be right back after this. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life, and as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Fire! 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 Fire!
Laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest, laid to rest. It's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged, it's alleged. Hey, tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrochain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is here, security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us moaning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. PNM dead. Condolences to the Balize. SIEP, no more pale pale. The rising sun is ready to govern Trinidad and Tobago for a brighter tomorrow. One, restart the economy. Two, health sector immediate victory. Abolish crime, put sports on the front line. Four, every pipe must have water. Five, roads smooth as six. Provide people with work. UNC and making jokes. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain. Scarborough to put a spin. Inside sources say, PNM dead. Tell them Arnold say, PNM dead. Police, army and prison say, the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket was on the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Some of the members say, the party dead, dead, dead. When the carrot come leaders hear what's up. Seems like not one of them was in shock. Put them in one big box. PNM dead. Tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Teachers, doctors and nurses say, the party dead, dead, dead. All the bad investments and fellas make. Investors not coming for the work. No more ice cream and cake. PNM dead, dead, dead. The red party showed no empathy for 18 babies and pipeline families. They so heartless, citizens in distress. The country in a crisis, SOE and still all this. One, UNC on a mission. Two, to correct the school system. Three, end poverty and clean up TNT. Four, speed up the housing process. Five, lower taxes. Six, revamp we energy. Bring back the oil refinery. Tell them Kamala say, PNM dead. Petrochain workers say, the party dead, dead, dead. Bubba billions missing from the treasury. Corruption with taxpayers' money, the end is here, security. PNM dead. Hey, tell them Munilal say, PNM dead. Even the 1% say, the party dead, dead, dead. They support us moaning and crying. Funeral arrangements they making, the DMO leaving. PNM dead, dead, dead. Tell them drilling say, PNM dead. Social media say, the party dead, dead, dead. The registered party members in pain.
got broke to put a spin inside sources say PNM dead. Tell them and they'll say PNM dead. Police, army and prison say the party dead, dead, dead. Election night flambeau burning steady. The casket closed and the hearse ready. Read the red eulogy. PNM dead, dead, dead.
And of course, we are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Washington, you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, as soon as you get in, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. And don't forget, as soon as you get in, share the live. Please share the live. We thank you.
So let me go back quickly to the chat. Lana says, Ansem LeBon, I am good by God's grace. Nice to hear that, Lana. Batman says, and I know, but it's internet, so it could be possible. Yeah, it's very possible. It's very, very, very possible. Radha Ragunanan, good night, Washington, Tommy, and all in the life. Good night to you, Radha. Lana said, SOE and crime still can't go down. No, Lana, crime is down. Crime is actually down. Oh, all right. I have to get out of here in order to show that thing. But I'll show you just now. Crime is actually down.
Yep. Murders are down by 44%.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. In these days, any program and you don't have to leave your house to do these programs anymore. You gotta leave your house. Lana says, innocent sitting living in fear can't live unhappy, always afraid or stressed out. All right. Beyond Clement from Roxborough. Good night, Wall Street and Tommy. East Roxborough, Lockton, strong love in the house. Beyond, I know I get that right. Beyond. That is Beyond, right, Tommy? Beyond Clement. Beyond, what part of Roxborough you from? That's Beyond.
Yeah,
That's
Beyond.
Yeah, Beyond Clement. Yeah, Beyond, what part of Roxborough you from? Because you know, as I always say, my father from Roxborough. And my brother's from Roxborough too. So
I spent a lot of time in Roxborough.
Say that, Tommy?
I spent a lot of time in Roxborough by Karut.
Roxborough too bad.
And spent a lot of time in Betsy Hope too by Primps.
Yeah, boy. Roxborough's the country, you know. Imagine that. Rajan Rampasat say, Orlando here. Wall Street, I went to one of those all-inclusive parties. Yeah, boy. I used to go to, boy. I used to be a real party boy. Lana says, Ansem, bring your own Carnival Juve band. Call it WZYE, the village people. Tommy, next thing you call that the people.
Village people?
Yeah, you know the village people.
You call
right?
village people. Village people. I know.
Lana, you want them brand me next, you know, Lana.
Yeah, the village people is very controversial.
Yeah, the village people, boy. Yeah. Batman said Monday Mass was in St. James. Rajan said we used to call it house party. We call it house party. Hey, look, we partner Busy, boy. Busy, how you going, brother? Good day, Uncle Tommy and Wall Street. Locked on, Sherry Live. Hey, look, Denise, boy. Denise, how you going, Denise? Yeah? How you going? Choice Smith said, Mr. CJ, before you retire, bring out the Akil Chambers report. All right. Lana said, anyway, Soka playing his mass. CJ, good evening. Good evening, Professor Walshik, Uncle Tommy, and everyone on the live. Yeah.
Good evening to you, CJ.
Greetings to Lana, boy. Yeah. I went Caribbean Soul had a different name. Corona Saint Tobago, they only play Jamaican music. Where you get that from? Really?
That's not true.
Is that true?
Depends on who he lineman with.
Yeah. Troy Smith, good night to Uncle Tommy and Anson. Bless to you, Troy. Yeah, we still here fighting the fight, Lana. But Tommy, also I want to know, Uncle Tommy, were you playing Burkett? Well, Alcindor visited that year. Imagine the man lost the band. You know about that? Beulah, welcome. Beulah.
Yes, good night.
Good night to you.
Good night. You all hearing me good? Or any feedback?
No, we hear you loud and clear. No feedback.
Okay. I just want to be short and sweet. I do understand Uncle Tommy and Mr. Wall Street about this elderly, big hardback man that took, I don't know if it's Easter time for he or what, but you took it upon yourself to carry a bubbly in front of the Red House and you beat that bubbly so.
Beulah, can I ask you a question? Beulah, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Beulah, why do you give why do you give that fella any oxygen? Why do you give any oxygen? I mean, I saw it, them thing and them seriously, Beulah. I just refuse to give them thing any oxygen. You understand? Because that is all them people can do, you know. That is all them can do. But go ahead with your contribution. But I just feel that with them fellas and them, anyway, just go ahead. Sorry about that. Go ahead with your contribution. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. Yeah, but the thing about it, according to COP and them, on the ground report, what I realized too, it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. Even a fool could figure out that man is promoting violence. Yeah. So my question is, if Barry Potter should face him face to face, what would, because seeing the rage in that man, how that man beating that bubbly with all his might with that bull pistol. If Barry Potter have to come and face him man to man, what would he do to Barry Potter? Seeing the rage, the anger, the hate, the bitterness, the envy, the jealousy about Barry Potter. I want to blame Barry Potter and not blame the contractors in the P&M. This is what I don't understand with this nasty big back man. And then for Colin but like how I tell earlier what day it was, for Colin but to say the country I have no money, and then I see him again on Facebook today, but I'll check it out. You all back. I can't remember what it is exactly he was talking about, but I'll find it and I'll call you back.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Beulah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. You know, Tommy, you have a Tommy that's very prophetic, I saw it, and I mean, to be honest with you, there is so many things that has come across.
You can't back at every car though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I saw it and I'm saying, nah, I ain't gonna waste, I ain't gonna get at no oxygen. You understand? Because it's Mr. Rooster. All the fact check that fella when he was in the Mugabe station. That fella just should have throw things and see what was sticking up. But anyway, I ain't going down that road. Not today. Bennett says Mr. Headley was Mark Richard's cousin, from what I remember, and he was poison leader. Haven't heard from or about him recently. Yeah. I haven't heard about from him either.
Yeah, I heard that he's not well.
Oh, okay. Vishnu Plandit says, a pleasant good night, Professor Warshik.
Heard Mike's not well.
Locked on and listening to my favorite program. Blessings all. Yeah. Don Lopes. Is that Lopes, Tommy? That's not Lopez, right? I Lopes, right?
I guess you can call it Lopez.
And what about LOPZ? What is that? I Lopez too.
Lopez too. Yep.
LOPS is Lopez 1 and LOPZ is Lopez 2. Don, welcome to you, Don. Welcome. Yeah. Paul DeGal said, this CJ have a right to retire. He did nothing to improve the judiciary. Join a big salary and traveling all over the world. I mean, you get perks, you know. Yeah, perks. Kevin George, welcome to you. And good night. Chandra Ragbear, good night to you. But Tommy, Batman asked me if I run in the New York City Marathon. Batman, that's a good question, but listen to this, Tommy. Seriously. I know it is a good goal.
Did?
Eh? Say that again?
Did you ever?
No, I never run.
Did you ever do the New York City Marathon?
No, I never had no goal to do the New York City Marathon. Why do I want to go out there and run for 2.5 hours to 3 hours, Tommy? Why? Why? No, I understand it's a major goal for people to accomplish it. I understand that. When I was in Trinidad, I ran half marathon. I used to run from Arima to Port of Spain. Half marathon. And I ran the Brooklyn half marathon. Right? Maybe once or twice. But I never really had the goal to run a marathon. It just, you know, people, I don't know. It just was never part of my thinking, my psyche. Yeah? Yeah, the CJ is retiring. Lucky Lal, welcome. Pleasant good night, Professor Washington and Uncle Tommy, all the wonderful people locked on. Welcome to you, Lucky Lal. Patricia Hutchison, welcome. Blessings evening, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy and everyone in the village. Blessings to you all. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good evening, Mr. Hansen. Good evening, Mr. Tommy. Good evening to all the Texas, all the callers, everybody on the live.
Yeah.
Happy to see everybody here.
Good evening.
Here on this show about grace. Yeah, Mr. Hansen, Mr. Tommy, and everyone. You don't have to worry about them thing, because that image where he beaten, they had no brain just like he. So you just had to leave it just so. Correct. Two brainless person there. But Mr. Hansen and Mr. Tommy, you know where we need in this country here now? And these are something for the UNC. They need to start to make these social media people who does back up the UNC and bring out all the follies, PNM and all the misrepresentation and mismanagement. They start to make them journalists and let them start to go to the press conference. So when the PNM opposition have the press conference, they have to be invited to ask them the questions that the rest of the reporters not asking. And these where we need to put them on the spot. Because at the end...
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, though. That's a good idea.
Yeah, and we need to, the questions have to be asked now, because they have, when you ask these questions, and the TV station have to bring it, because that's part of with the ethics with the sign. They can't deduct that. When the question asks, and when they do have it on TTT, they will show it. You see, you like you, Mr. Hansen, and you, Mr. Tommy, and to the rest of them go port, and I think with him, Mr. Felix and all of that. These, well, you know, you, Mr. Hansen, Mr. Tommy, you up here. But these guys is the one to go and ask questions. They're not frightened. And we need to start to counteract. Having the further state, you know, there is PNM. So they will ask them the easy question. Look what's going on here. The further state only start worrying about Venezuela and they're worrying about CPEP. But look how much things coming out. That the PNM mismanagement, this country, how much millions and billions of dollars. You know, call it out the Ministry of Education is almost $40 billion for the past 5 years, and they had to go and get chairs now. And this is what we need. to start to bring it out and make it public. And UNC, you know, this is something again too. I think, you know, as TTT is you belongs to, you know, you need to have more news. Don't just have it in the traditional hours. We need to expose the PNM. And we need to have the journalists, as I say, the social media and people to come out and ask questions and put it up. We have to start to contact them. All right, Mr. Hanson, Mr. Tom, and everyone.
Thank you, man. Let me say welcome to Ramdio
Thank
Baiju.
you.
Night to Professor Warshik and Tommy. Blessings to all. Welcome to you, Ramdio.
Welcome, Amdo. Welcome.
Garaway. Elvis Garaway. That's a new name here, boy. Elvis, welcome. Always say welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to you, Elvis. Elvis, where you joining us from? Yeah, you know, Richard, since Richard Lukai, Trump announced that a third drug boat was blown up. Also, Venezuela military carried out an attack on Miraflores. Yeah, Richard, I was kinda tiptoeing around Tommy because I didn't want to bring up that, and so I was tiptoeing. But since you bring it up, Tommy, right? Since you bring it up, let me read this story for you guys. Trump, this is a story in the Express. Trump, U.S. knocked off a third Venezuelan boat. Right? Of course, from here to see the evidence. United States President Donald Trump says the U.S. military has thus far destroyed 3 boats leaving Venezuela allegedly transporting drugs from that country. Speaking before his departure for a state visit to London this morning, Trump said the military has struck down 3 vessels as of yesterday, including the 2 shown in footage released by the U.S. government. We knocked off actually 3 boats, not 2, but you saw 2. And the problem is there are very few boats out in the water. I can't imagine why. Not even fishing boats. There's nobody. Nobody wants to go take a fish, Trump said. To Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro added, I will say this right away. Stop sending Tren de Aragua into the United States. Stop sending drugs into the U.S. I will say to him very strongly. Stop sending people from your prisons into our country. Trump did not disclose the location of this third strike, if it was lethal, or the number of people on board. Right? So, Tommy, a next strike. Right? And Tommy, think about it, right? I had stated with respect to an accessory to what's going on, right? And I actually stated that there's a great possibility that people who are in fishing boats may suffer some of the consequences or maybe an accessory to what's going on. Right? And the only
and you don't think that innocent fishermen can get their lives snuffed out too.
But I just said they're an accessory to what's going on. Yeah. I said that. When I mean accessory, I mean to say that innocent people are gonna lose their lives. That's part of it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Is there any kind of violence where innocent people don't lose their life? Normally in that type of thing, innocent people lose their lives. Yeah?
And that's quite okay.
That's par for the course, Tommy. Yes, COP, welcome.
Okay.
Professor Wall Street
and
Uncle Tommy, no innocent people, no innocent fishermen going to lose their life and that. The technology that the US, them camera zooming down straight on that boat and them can see exactly what it have in that boat. With them cameras and them. With them infrared cameras and them that the US using over there. And zooming down on them boat. You see, just as how they could know 12 people in the boat, they know what in the boat too. You see when they zoom down on the fisherman boat and they see is a boatload of carried kingfisher and cavalry, they know that it's not drugs. You see when they zoom down on the boat and they see garbage bags and things pack up there, they know fish don't be in garbage bag. Fish is being cooler container. So no fishermen and them are going and lose their life by the Americans and them. They might lose their life. Yeah. Professor Washington.
Anytime you have that type of thing on waters, innocent people will end up losing their life. Because
innocent people will end up losing their life.
The military could make a mistake and take fishermen for people carrying drugs in our boat. They can make a mistake. Even though they have all the best satellites.
Well, so far, Professor Wall Street, they make no mistake. So far, they make no mistake.
Not according to Tommy. Not according to Tommy.
Well, Uncle Tommy, and according to Sprangalang, he had the old with that one. Uncle Tommy and the old with that one. But the Caribbean countries and even in Tobago, they're telling the fishermen and them, don't go more than 45 miles outside there.
Correct.
If you go outside more than 45 miles, you put yourself on risk.
Yes.
You put yourself on a risk.
That's correct.
But if you stay within the range of your waters, you will not be in that conflict.
Yep.
And Professor Walter, let me tell you something. The equipments that them Americans and them using to see, you see the equipments what we can stay and land over here and zoom in on the moon, and it further and that distance further than the moon to the seat of Venezuela. Them equipments that Americans using, it will have no mistake in that. You will, if you want to wrap up fish looking like drugs, well, you might die innocently, and that wouldn't be innocent because you're trying to fool people. But they see everything what on that boat on them. They can even see up to 100 feet underwater. Thank you.
Thank you. For me, do you know that there are certain Caribbean countries on Donald Trump's major drug transit list? Were you aware of that?
Absolutely.
All right. So here's
Jamaica, Haiti.
Right. Here's another article. Right. Go ahead. Jamaica and Haiti.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead and
right. 4 Caribbean countries on Trump major drug transit and producing list. So Tommy, how come Trinidad not on that list? How come?
That's a $10,000 question.
Okay. 4 Caribbean communities, CARICOM countries, have been listed in U.S. President Donald Trump determination of major drug transit or major illicit drug producing countries for fiscal year 2026 submitted to the United States Congress. According to the document, Trump has identified the Bahamas, Belize, Haiti, Jamaica as major transit or major illicit drug producing countries. Right? Yeah, what is that? Drug producing, eh? Yeah? The other countries named are Afghanistan, Bolivia, Burma, the People's Republic of China, Colombia, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, India, Laos, Mexico, Nicaragua, Pakistan, Panama, Peru, and Venezuela. Trump noted that a country present on the list is not necessarily a reflection of its government, counter-drug efforts, or level of cooperation with the United States. But he said, consistent with the statutory definition of a major drug transit or major illicit drug producing country outlined in the Foreign Assistance Act, FAA, of 1961. The reason countries are placed on the list is the combination of geographic, commercial, and economic factors that allow drugs or precursor chemicals to be transited or produced, even if a government has engaged in robust and diligent narcotics control and law enforcement measures. He said that Afghanistan, Bolivia, Burma, Colombia, and Venezuela have failed demonstrably during the previous 12 months to both adhere to their obligations under International Counter-Narcotics Agreement and to take measures required by the FAA. Trump told Congress that transnational organized crime trafficking of fentanyl and other deadly illicit drugs in the United States have created a national emergency, included a public health crisis in the United States, and remains the leading cause of death for Americans 18 to 44. Now, Tommy, what says you, Tommy? Because
Wall Street.
Yeah, what says you? Because you believe that all these boats that are transporting drugs, illegal drugs, they should seize them, arrest them, and take them to court.
Let me ask you something.
Or am I misleading?
Is it true or is it not true that Trinidad is a transshipment point?
Yes, that have been stated.
And how come Trinidad doesn't show up in any?
Very good question.
Trinidad doesn't show up in any of his.
Very good question. Very good question. Excellent question. Why do you think? Why do you think? Why?
Because our prime minister has expressed the desire to cooperate with him.
So anything wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
No, I'm not saying that anything's wrong with it. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. But
isn't that a good thing?
The information he has to it's a good thing, but he has to be factual when he's giving out information.
Okay. So
and if he could be not factual about that, what else he's not factual about?
So you were saying that Trinidad is one of the top 4 in the Caribbean. That's what you're saying.
I mean, no, none of us are unaware of the fact that Trinidad and Tobago is a major transshipment hub.
No, one of the top 4 though. The top 4. Hold on, Mr. Freud. One of the top 4.
Yeah.
The headliners. 4 Caribbean countries on drug Trump major transit and producing list. Transit and producing. 4. We just produce anything in Trinidad, Tommy? We just produce it. What drugs we produce in Trinidad? What major drug we produce any cocaine?
No, we just a pipeline.
Yeah, but these are producers, Tommy. We just produce. What does we produce? Marijuana. Let me take this call. Mr. Florida.
Yeah.
You tell me Haiti is a producer?
I'll be quick.
Hold on a minute, Tommy. Go ahead, Mr. Florida.
I'm going to be quick. You're right. So recently, the big cartel in Mexico, El Mayo, they capture him, right? And $16 billion network he have. And he's spilling the beans. Right now, there's a major arrest going on in Georgia right now with the cartels who resigning there, who infiltrated it, who living in America. And right now, the cartels in Mexico, they're fleeing, and where the president of Mexico say she will back that $16 billion money. She said I their money. And I cartel money. You see, they got information, and you know, after they get El Mayo, he issue the Reapers and them outside now, the drones. They call it Reaper, the B4, something I can't remember it. Now, those drones gather intelligence, gather information. They zoom in and they see everything. So El Mayo spilling the beans, the big cartel from in Mexico. And you telling me if Mexico wasn't involved, why she say the president say she won back the money? It's on the news. It's public records. And people in the government stay into that, yes, the cartel buy out officials and they involved in it. So you see the information coming out. So it's not just happening here now. And if you go in Atlanta news now and see, they're capturing a lot of them who infiltrate America. If they didn't infiltrate America and resided in America, you think Trump would have been worried about them? But they're here. All right, look on listening to this answer.
Right. Yeah. So Tommy, I just Google it, right? I just Google it just to Google. Which Caribbean countries are the top 4 illegal drug producing countries? Here's the AI interview overview. A surprise Caribbean soul in Senate for me. Jamaica, Haiti, the Bahamas, and Belize are often listed as the major illicit drug producing or drug transit countries in the Caribbean. It says, however, it's challenging to identify the top 4 illegal drug producing countries with precision, since most drug activity in the Caribbean involves transshipment rather than large scale production. Right? So that's what they say. That's what it said. So maybe the president just regurgitating what they say from Google. But Trinidad name ain't come up. Trinidad name ain't come up. Yeah, even the Jamaican Gleaner.
And did Venezuela name come? Did Venezuela name come up?
Yeah, Venezuela was named as one of them. Yeah. Venezuela name came up.
Top 4?
No, not as the top 4. Well, Venezuela is not in the Caribbean. So they were just talking about the Caribbean.
Neither is Belize. Belize is
Belize in the Caribbean.
Central America.
No, Belize in the Caribbean. Belize is considered to be the Caribbean. Yeah. So we could have been going, Tommy, on misinformation with respect to our country. Yeah. Anyway, so folks, on the good side of things, yeah, Caribbean soul. They also talked about that fentanyl as drugs as well. Yeah, Belize in the Caribbean. So Cool Runner say you're not understanding the article. What it is we not understanding, Cool Runner. And you're right, Venezuela is not in the Caribbean. So folks, on the lighter side of things, right? Today, one of our first athletes made it to the championship in the 400 meters for men. So let's take a quick look at that. Here is it. Jareem Richards made it to the final. Here he is. He's in lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It look like if that fella in the lane, boy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, he just looked like if he need mark lane, but this is it.
For Kevin Chippy on that tighter bend to get a jump on this field. Only time will tell, because at the moment Kevin Chippy looking fantastic. Ja'Cory Patterson faltering here. Kevin Chippy is running away with this race here. 43.61. I think that's a national record.
That's a staggering performance by the young Botswana, 43.61, and that takes him up into the world's top 10 on the all-time list.
So there you have it, folks. Our first finalist in the World Championship, Jareem Richard. We wish him all the best. You never know what could happen. You never know what could happen in our final. You know, you never know what could happen. But with that in mind, I also wanted to, I want you all to listen to this. Tommy, you see, when you are a dictator, yeah, you don't afraid people, you don't afraid mouse, you don't afraid mouse, you don't, right? You think Maduro was scared of the PNM administration? You think they were scared of them? They weren't scared of them.
I think Maduro ain't scared of no one, because I think he believes that he has major backing also.
So you think Maduro would take God over his thoughts and decide to go and attack Trinidad and Tobago? You think he could do that?
I think Maduro is a loose cannon.
But what does that mean?
Means that he can do things that we wouldn't be happy with.
And again, as I stated previously, there's consequences for your action, and Maduro is a smart fella.
I fully agree.
Maduro ain't dotish. He may play like he dotish, but he ain't stupid. But listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this one. Yo, listen to this.
Kamla for U.S. support. Treat Venezuela with respect. You know you reach when a madman calls you mad, then asks you to make nice and be his friend.
You hear that? That's not my quote, eh? That's someone else's quote. Let me replay that for you. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Maduro slams Kamla for U.S. support. Treat Venezuela with respect. You know you reach when a madman calls you mad, then asks you to make nice and be his friend.
You hear that? Because he knows in the back of his head, he knows at the end of the day, you see, Tommy, the difference between the PNM and the UNC government is night, 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 and night, and night, and night, and day. Here is why. Maduro know for a fact that he had the former prime minister-led government by you know what? Because of the Dragon gas deal. You understand? And he was holding them to ransom because of the Dragon gas deal. Once the new government came into power, they say, you know what? The Dragon and Bray no more. We're going to Guyana, we're going to Grenada, we're going to all different parts of the Caribbean. Venezuela is not going to hold us to ransom. Strategic move. Strategic move. We're not dependent on Venezuela for no Dragon gas deal no more. That dead. Dead. But listen to this.
Even AS, he questioned who she was being influenced by and criticized her for supporting U.S. military aggression against his nation. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro on Monday called for Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar to renew bilateral relations with his country.
You hear that, Tommy? You hear that?
Yep.
Tommy, did you hear that? Let me play that again. Nah, I'll play that again. Let me play that again. Tommy, you want to go to war with our country, right? But you calling to renew bilateral agreements and talks? That sounds like you want to go to war with our country, Tommy?
No.
That sounds like you are very concerned about the 3 boats they blow the water, Tommy. Does that sound like that?
Doesn't seem to face him. That doesn't seem to worry him at all.
I could be missing something, you know. Yeah, I could be missing something. Anyway, let me continue to listen.
Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro on Monday called for Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Besesser to renew bilateral relations with his country, but added this must be done with respect. He, however, also vowed to continue to strengthen Venezuela's defenses to protect its sovereignty. Maduro spoke at a press conference in Caracas on September 15th, hours before the White House announced that U.S. military personnel had bombed a boat in international waters, which it claimed was a narco vessel from Venezuela. 3 people on board were killed. Speaking at the press conference aired live on state media, VDV, and on his YouTube page, Maduro suggested Persad-Besesser had lost her mind, even as he called on TT to once more impose relations based on respect. She has lost her mind. She is saying she is going to authorize a strike against Venezuela, like declaring war against Venezuela.
She's going to authorize a strike against Venezuela?
That's false.
Where you get that from? Wait. You see, Tommy? Right? You see what is going on? Right? Anyway,
Propaganda.
I know that all the people of
Propaganda.
TT oppose this because we are neighboring countries, Maduro said. He claimed no government of TT had ever threatened Venezuela with war until this.
You hear that? He said, boy, you all have to listen, you know. Listen carefully, you know. Listen, eh?
TT opposed this because we are neighboring countries, Maduro said. He claimed no government of TT had ever threatened Venezuela with war until this lady. I do not know what substance she is on to make such a statement, Maduro quipped. So, who is behind this threat? Who is whispering in her ears? He asked before pointing fingers at U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, whom he referred to as the Lord of Death and War. Maduro added that wherever Rubio goes, he causes war and hate. Kamla, there must be mutual respect. In response to a query sent by Newsday following Maduro's press conference, Persad-Besesser said via a WhatsApp message that this country had always had good and strong relations with the Venezuelan people and will continue to do so. She continued, I am not concerned about their comments because the U.S. has never requested any access to our territory for any military action against Venezuela. I also have no issue with a respectful relationship with the Venezuelan government, but it has to be mutual. That can start today with them accepting the repatriation of some of their people.
Yeah, the 200 prisoners we have in Trinidad and Tobago, illegal. Right? Why do I accept them, Tommy? Why do I accept them? Take them back. They're illegal. As a matter of fact, I put them on a boat and send them back. All of them. Every single one of them. Yeah? They're in the country illegally. The PNM are just spending money on them. Why are we wasting money spending on illegal people in the country? Ship them out. Ship them out.
For over 2 months, they've stalled the repatriation of about 200 criminal migrants imprisoned in TT. I would also tell them to make an effort to counter the drugs, arms, and human trafficking that is occurring across the Gulf of Paria, which is fueling bloody gang violence here. These are good items to start with in order to improve our relationship and maintain long-term peaceful ties. Last week, Persad-Besesser, also via WhatsApp, revealed her government's plan to deport about 200 Venezuelan nationals incarcerated in TT prisons. In supporting U.S. military action against Venezuelan arms and drug smugglers as well as human trafficking, after the U.S. bombed a vessel it said was smuggling narcotics to the U.S., Persad-Besesser said on September 2nd, I have no sympathy for traffickers. The U.S. military should kill them all violently. 11 people were killed in that bombing. Venezuela insists this military exercise in the U.S. in the Caribbean Sea is not about fighting narco-trafficking, but is about regime change. The once close ties with Maduro. At the press conference, Maduro spoke of the deep and close cultural, historical, and economic ties his country shared that TT for decades. What he did not say was that there was a time, Both he and Persibusessor shared a very cordial relationship as leaders of their respective countries. In 2013, in her first stint as Prime Minister, 2010 to 2015, Persibusessor welcomed Maduro with open arms for the 34th meeting of CARICOM heads of government in Port of Spain. The countries met to deepen trade and other economic-related activities. On Facebook, in an account in the Prime Minister's name, several photos can be seen with both Persibusessor and Maduro smiling and chatting during the CARICOM summit at the Trinidad Hilton. Maduro gave Persibusessor a gift of a photo of his predecessor, the late Hugo Chavez. Then in 2015, at the 7th Summit of the Americas in Panama, Persibusessor threw her support behind Venezuela, telling that summit, "Therefore, what I advocate, President Maduro, is that we collectively raise our voices again, and individually as nations in the region that we raise our voices against this executive order," which he reminded me that there was once such an executive order, which was then followed by invasion. As then opposition leader, even as the then PNM government was trying to get the Dragon gas deal over the finish line, Persibusessor's stance towards Maduro and his government changed. She instead threw her support behind then Venezuelan opposition leader Juan Guaido, who declared himself president after disputed elections in Venezuela. This anti-Maduro position remained even after Persibusessor returned to power on April 28th.
There you have it. There you have it. You have to stand for something or you go fall for anything. And I am happy, and many Trinidadians should be happy. We have a leader like Kamala Persibusessor. Yeah? Because you're the kind of you're the different kind of story Maduro singing now. Yeah. Batman, I really don't know now. I don't know. Yeah, Tommy. So
Yeah. Have a call. You taking the call?
yeah, it ringing on my it's at a community phone. It ringing on the it ringing on the laptop.
And the unit.
Bolsang says, can the US attack Venezuela without any military threat from Venezuela? Chandra Ragbear, good night to you. You know how them things does go, right? If they want to create anything, Tommy, they could create anything.
Of course, they could make a scenario for an attack.
Yes, yes. I totally agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
And that's not very comforting for Trinidad and Tobago, especially Trinidad.
Yeah, but Tommy, you really think them go and attack Guyana or Trinidad, Tommy?
Well, if the US attacks Venezuela, Venezuela could do some foolish things.
I just don't see how. I just don't see how they want to do something like that. I just don't see how, Tommy. Let me take this voice now.
And Professor Walshit, we must tell the citizens of this country, it costing the government $29,000 to mine one Venezuelan a month in the prison, and Maduro don't want to take 200 of them. So we had to spend 29,000 by 200 people. That is what PNM had them over there for them white people and them who transporting them and cooking for them in prison to make $29,000 a month. Great is the PNM. That's why they're out of office.
Correct. Sarah Walcott, welcome. Yeah? Yeah, it's just send them back. You believe they should send back the 200, right, Tommy? I know you believe that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Send them back. Send them back. Every single one of them. So what? But that is known. Trinidad PM, US welcome to use our waters if Venezuela threatens Guyana. But that is known. PNM Red Fox. Is that new news? PNM Red Fox getting video, Tommy?
That's old news.
That's old news. That's old news. Isn't Guyana part of CARICOM?
Yep.
Okay.
We have Virginia calling again. Let's take this call. Yes, Virginia, you're live.
Yeah. Good evening again, gentlemen.
Yes.
All right. I'll be less facetious now than talking about you all naming your Carnival van, the village people. Just remember when Despers went in New York City, when they had the G with the 3-letter word in front of their name, and since then they drop it because the audience they attracted, I don't think they wanted them around. Anyway, hey, we're speaking about this Venezuela Trinidad impasse. If you gentlemen, you're old enough to remember the first Gulf War, Saddam Hussein had what they call human shields. Remember that?
Yep.
And of course, eventually when he gave them up, well, the rest is history. Don't want to regurgitate anything here. Unfortunately, Trinidad and Tobago is in the crossfire between an elephant and a leopard. I can't call Venezuela elephant compared to the skill and the strength of their military, especially their air force. No way. However, they say when elephants are trampling and at war in the grass, what must the ants do? Get out of the way. However, at the same time, I mean, look, I think that by the Prime Minister using such language in this situation. Look, if you want to stay as neutral as possible, that's fine. But at the same time, to me, it's almost as if you're trying to win, some sort of administration. But I can tell you from across the bridge where I am, right across to the Beltway there in Washington, I can tell you for a fact that her credentials, if she was here in the United States, she definitely is far from being a conservative. Okay? And I'll leave it like that for now. If you want to go on that later on, that's fine. But the fact is that, remember, that Atamara mightn't be there all the time. Okay? And I don't think Maduro is so careless to do something to trade that, but at the same time, he is a dictator. And anyone who is lying to themselves and saying that the people in Venezuela have freedom, full freedom and democracy there, well, I have some land to sell you in Florida called the Everglades, right there in the Everglades. If Venezuela and those other parts of the world, but we're focusing on Venezuela, it's such a great socialist utopia. Why is it you have so many in Trinidad and all over the world? No, something is definitely right. The people's voice wasn't really heard. And anybody telling me that the Carter Center, the people who go and watch elections and so on in different countries, I think they themselves might have said that the elections wasn't free and fair. But then who are we in the United States to tell people how to run their elections when we can't even have true transparency and accuracy with our elections right here in our country? Well, here in the United States, I'm talking about. Anyway, gentlemen, that's my, opinion about the entire thing.
Thank you.
And I'll talk to you all later. Cheers.
Thank you.
Let me just quickly answer a question here in the chat. Caribbean Soul, we have a system here that you don't need anyone to be here in order for you to get on the radio station, right? It could be done remotely, and there's a system that we have that no one needs to be here in order for anyone in order to get on. So you could hold the call, but you take it.
You want me to just call?
You could hold it. You could hold it.
Can you come take the call or hold?
You could take it, but you gotta hold on. We're going for the break.
I'll answer. Hold on. Hold on. Just hold your thoughts for a minute.
All right.
All right. So, folks, we're going to take that break. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. Let's take that break, and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Welcome to WZYE TV 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And on Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. on Let's Talk Politics. Like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with reality affecting your life. And as we always say, we bring the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You're tuned to WZYE, the heartbeat of unfiltered truth. We're more than a station, we're a movement, grounded in facts, driven by integrity, committed to progress. We don't chase headlines, we create them. Decoding politics and current affairs to question power, not cozy up to it. From Laventille to Scarborough, whether you're in your living room or your commute, this is where perspectives collide, divides dissolve, and tomorrow's conversations start today. WZYE, we originate, not imitate.
Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. Go ahead, Tommy.
I have a call on hold.
Yeah, go ahead, take it.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Am I on?
Go ahead, caller.
Don't come, Papa. Don't go, sir, Papa. I'm on?
Go ahead, caller.
All right, good night. Uncle Tom,
yes.
You hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Everybody hear.
Are you hearing me?
No, don't say.
Let me tell you something.
Caller, we getting a little feedback.
I call a real treat.
Caller, tell caller.
I have
computer.
No fear for Modoro and them. Because I don't know.
Turn on your computer. Turn on your computer.
Turn it on? All right. Yeah, it up.
Okay, go ahead.
You hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
The wall, are you hearing me? The runner?
Yeah,
he can hear you. He can hear you.
I as an activist of this program for the longest while. And one of the things that I love with all is that while all you're trying to bring truth and reality to the system, there is a bunch of people we call the PNMites. They only want to bring satanic and devil thing and destruction to our nation. Let me ask you a question. You hear me, what?
Yeah.
Uncle Tom, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Let me see Venezuela pelt a bomb. Yeah. Is there anything or an Indian bomb? Or an African bomb? Or a white man bomb? Or a Chinese bomb? NPNM go dead, and UNC go dead, and 1%, and thing, and they go dead. What way? And all the training?
True.
And what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, listening. Go ahead.
You listen what I said?
Yeah, listening.
Any bomb peltier from Venezuela, don't mind Rowley and the PNM duties and shipping. Them ain't sure no bomb go kill a Indian or a Chinese. I don't know about what way. They might kill out they might kill out the whole URP or the whole CPM. And all our training. Will we accept that?
Kola, Wall Street talking to you.
Kola.
I listen to them.
Maduro in pelting no bomb at Trinidad and Tobago.
You want to ask me something?
Yeah, Maduro not going to pelt no bomb at Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, Wall Street.
You hear me, Tommy?
I didn't hear him so good.
He said Venezuela is not going to pelt any bomb at Trinidad and Tobago.
No, but Wall and Uncle Tommy, all that know me. I live in Trinidad 60 how much years. I work here, a profession here. In other words, me an American. I have no way to go and I ain't going no way. So if I was that, I defend my country. But what I'm saying is that if there anything called a PNM war or a UNC war, one, you understand what I'm saying, Professor?
Yes.
Is there anything called a PNM war or a 1% war? What is any bomb depend is a Trini war against a Veni war, not so?
True.
So all Venezuelan here will live in good. Once them bell bomb, all Venezuelans suffer. The 200 and the 100,000, well, all of them go there too. You know what I'm telling that? Maduro can frighten me and have a hot wall. And Professor, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But before we reach America and the Caribbean, Maduro cannot frighten me and have 100,000 Venezuelan here. You understand?
Yeah.
Move now, they just serious thing. Oh God, don't come on right now. I'm talking there. Yeah, don't cool it. The wall, Professor.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah, but call
Keep himself, they playing bad. Or they want to be bad. You see the 100,000 Veni here? Before you bomb up we, all of them gonna get match up. Well, I need you. Professor.
Yeah, we are.
I want to show all this always a real training. All you leave and go for the 50 and the 60 years. I hear for the 60 and the 50 years. Listen me good. The PNM might, we don't know the foolishness. But if a bomb pelt here, is there anything called a UNC bomb? Or a PNM bomb?
We get the picture.
Thank you very much.
We get the picture.
Thank you.
You get what?
Yeah, we know clearly what you're saying. What you're saying makes sense.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I love my program and I love all the program. But most of the people that has come on this program and talking is very uneducated to the program. You see, when I talk, I will call a real training.
I mean, that's not true.
And if was that,
that's not true.
Dead or alive, I stand with my country. It's a no PNM bomb and it's a no UNC bomb. The wall, yeah, what I like to do. You know where I'm coming from? What I'm trying to say that
you have a next call.
The PNM have to suffer the consequences for the next 5 years.
Yes. Thank you.
I don't care.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
I say thank you. Right? I know I'm rough on that tumble, but it's a real training.
Okay, thanks.
Great job, bad manners.
Thanks a whole lot.
Good fellas.
Yes.
I love all of you.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Keep it low.
Tommy, that's totally inaccurate. If he could have heard me, I would have told him that's inaccurate. In order for him to point a broad brush and say people are uneducated. No. I can never accept that type of
KFC's calling.
Huh?
KFC calling.
that? Take it.
KFC.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Washit. Uncle Tommy, when educator come on, the educated caller come on from to call
KFC.
over and over right show. Are you talking to later? Hold on. The educators like to hold on and hang up and go in your crib. But Mr. Washit, Uncle Tommy, I shrink your one right by.
Say that again.
My free workout. Play the tape. Wait. Don't try to describe your call on this program and make a contribution. You educate, think of education for yourself. I love sorry.
Yeah, Tommy. Me personally, I'm not gonna accept that type of rhetoric with respect to saying that people are uneducated. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. You don't know the people and them in order for you to make that type of statement. You don't know what type of qualifications the people have.
Yeah, that's a blanket statement.
You know, that statement is unacceptable, man. You can't be calling people uneducated. You don't know what people have, what type of qualifications, what they do in order to say they're uneducated. I could never, ever come on a program and say people are uneducated, and I don't know them. I'm sorry, I can't.
So true.
Yeah,
caller.
And everyone, Mr. Ansem, you know, he said he's actually to the anyhow. I now say it. The American government put out the Reaper drones to protect if Venezuela decide to pelt anything at Trinidad. If people see where the Reaper drones and Google it, they will understand what the Reaper drone does. So let Venezuela take that thought out the head.
You know.
All right, look, understand.
To me, I just don't understand. If you thinking clearly and you say, I go and pelt a bomb at Trinidad and Tobago, right? As he says. Tommy, what are the consequences of you pelting a bomb at Trinidad and Tobago? What are the consequences?
It's gonna be dire. The results are gonna be dire.
I mean, you ain't hear the man starting to say, well, listen, how can we, work things out? How can we talk to each other? If the prime minister wasn't talking the way she was talking, he would have taken them for like where the PNM was talking when Venezuela had them by the you-know-what because of the dragon gas deal that the past government wanted. Yeah?
Yeah, he had the government by the kahunas.
By the kahunas. Yes? And could I tell them what they want? Tommy, them pay money for that dragon gas deal, you know. We should get back that money. The rowdy government paid money.
KFC calling again, Anselm. Anselm, KFC's calling. Should I take the call now?
Yeah, I don't have any other call.
He hung up. Call back. He hung up.
All right, so folks,
he call back.
Right, and let me be honest with you guys, right? Brian John.
Go ahead, Anselm.
No, I wanna say to the Belmont midfielder sitting on the bench. Stray dogs don't bark at every car that goes by. You understand? But take a listen to this, folks. Oh, I wanted to be candid in this, I cut out part of this with Gary Griffith, because Gary Griffith made some good comments, but when he's putting other type of comments, it makes all his other comments useless. So I didn't want to do him that. So I cut out the other part of the comments and make his comments useful instead of useless. So take a listen.
For years of being the aggressor and now trying to play victim. It is Trinidad and Tobago, and this is a clear situation for years of being the aggressor and now trying to play victim. It is Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana are the ones under threat, not Venezuela. The warning issued recently by Venezuela's defense minister against Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana is as dangerous as it is ironic. For years, it has not been Trinidad and Tobago or Guyana threatening Venezuela. In fact, it has been the other way around, where the Maduro regime, their actions have destabilized our regions and threatened both Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana in recent times. Let us remember the facts. Firstly, the unmitigated migration. The wave of migration from Venezuela has strained our resources, challenged our social services, created new security concerns for our people. In fact, just yesterday, there was a shooting at Store Bay, Tobago, practically unheard of until recent years, where the suspect, originally from Venezuela, was apprehended thanks to the swift work of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. This crisis was worsened when the previous administration foolishly agreed to regularize 20,000 Venezuelans who all turned up at Queen's Park Oval with no proper vetting. Among them could easily have been individuals linked to criminal elements. And this unfairly advantaged Venezuelans over more than 100,000 other illegal migrants from countries across the globe who have been here years before the Venezuelans who got in and who live and contribute to Trinidad and Tobago without ever being given such an opportunity for legal status. We can discuss cross-border drug trade. The illegal drug trade has flourished under the present Venezuela government's watch, with Trinidad and Tobago forced to confront the consequences of cross-border trafficking, as well as human trafficking, child prostitution, and illegal entry of weapons into our country. This is why the present Trinidad and Tobago administration welcomed U.S. forces in the Southern Caribbean waters, since this illegal trade has long fueled violent crime in our nation. The Essequibo aggression, again, Guyana has endured repeated Venezuelan aggression in the Essequibo region, which is a clear violation of international law and a source of constant instability. This cannot be ignored by our government, since it is Guyana today, but tomorrow it could be Trinidad and Tobago. I can then discuss illegal incursions into Trinidad and Tobago waters. For decades, Venezuela's La Guardia Nacional has entered our territorial waters unlawfully, harassing our fishermen, seizing their vessels, confiscating their nets, confiscating their catch, and leaving our citizens to fend for themselves. This was enabled by the failure of successive PNM governments, both pre-2010 and after 2015, when they failed to provide the Coast Guard with the naval assets required to defend our borders. Because we provided 12 dormant vessels, they were procured pre-2015, and the PNM failed for 10 years to have them fully operationalized or properly maintained, leaving our maritime frontier exposed and our fishermen unprotected. I can then go on to the false accusations and dangerous pretexts. Venezuela has also thrown repeated shots across our bow with reckless falsehoods in recent times. Firstly, they are the ones who drew first blood by falsely accusing Trinidad and Tobago of being used as a base, a so-called launch pad to destabilize their regime. Lies. More dangerously, they have escalated this narrative by lying that Trinidad and Tobago is harboring terrorists who are plotting to attack Venezuela. In their own words, they claim they will go anywhere to apprehend such individuals. This is no idle statement. This is a deliberate and cheap excuse that I see seemingly designed to justify entering a country's territory under the false cover of self-defense. Such rhetoric is not only deceitful, but it also represents a direct threat to our sovereignty and an insult to our integrity as a nation. This is why Venezuela's latest threat rings hollow. In typical communist-like fashion, the aggressor now paints itself as the victim, warning of responses to so-called attacks, when it is their own actions that have forced responses from the international community. Trinidad and Tobago, through the agreements like the Status of Forces, SOFA, has chosen to work with partners to deal with transnational organized crime, counter narcotics, protect our borders, safeguard our citizens. This is not an invitation to war, nor a platform for foreign occupation. It is a sovereign decision to protect our people, which this government appears committed to uphold at this time. As someone who has served 17 years as a soldier, later as a security minister and a commissioner of police, I speak not from the politics, but from my training, my operational experience, and my regional expertise. My career has been built on understanding threats, preventing escalation, and defending sovereignty. That is precisely why, despite my military background, we shall not in any way be intimidated by any foreign country that is trying to threaten Trinidad and Tobago. Our nation should always defend its sovereignty, uphold international law, and engage through CARICOM and international partners to keep the Caribbean a zone of peace. But let us be clear, the real danger to peace in our region is not Trinidad and Tobago nor Guyana. It is based on the Maduro government who drew first blood and have continued to threaten Trinidad and Tobago and Guyana.
No audio.
Sorry. I take out a certain part of that video in order for Gary to stay focused. You understand? Because when you have a good contribution, you shouldn't let other things taint your contribution. So I was trying to be helpful to him, and I took out the other part that would have totally tainted his whole contribution. And you know which line he went down. He went down a certain line that will always go, that would have tainted his contribution, so I took it out. So I'm being transparent. As Smooth says, Trump told COD to give captains, they can react in any way they see fit to any Venezuelan threat to U.S. assets, and said it on public TV. Capitan, welcome. Capitan said Gigi looking for UNC work. Nadira, welcome. Good night, Professor Warshik and Uncle Tom and everyone in the village. Welcome to you, Nadira. What did you think about that, Tommy?
Yeah, I thought Gigi was pretty much correct with all that you had him say.
Yeah. And what it is that you see sometimes, Tommy, you have to separate the forest from the trees, and sometimes I think it's hard for him to separate the both.
We have to face the fact that but moreover, we have to all face it that Maduro leans on dictatorship.
Yeah. Interesting, Tommy? Batman just reminded us. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy?
You're inside.
How do you come out weapons?
Yes, KFC.
Yeah.
Yeah, man?
Yeah. You come out hard.
You're looking forward. That's how you call it, Prime Minister.
But I also help him because he went sideways in the video, and I also cut it out so it could be a smooth thing. Yeah. He went sideways in the video, and I helped him by cutting it out.
Well, he can't say the resume again. We are bad now. We had to watch Mr. Washington. Yeah. We were looking for bread anyhow, you know. Politics stink, you know. You know that?
You think it's easy? I know that.
Yeah. We started with the Prime Minister, but my partner who called it just so they are calling calls are educated. You can't disrespect your calls on the man, Mr. Washington.
Yeah. I can't
don't do that now, man. Respect your father, just make a contribution. And you talking real educated, you make some educated contribution over and over, with your point over and over, right? You bless.
Yeah, man. Financial guru call back. Yeah, Tommy, we can't encourage that type of thing, man. You know?
No, definitely that's a no-no.
Yeah. Caribbean so say worship without trees, it can't be called a forest. Laughed a lot. How you go separate it? You could separate it, man. You could separate it. Yeah. Monica said Gary's people.
Edited.
Well, Monica, if I had played the part that was in it, you would be 100% correct. But I wanted to focus on what he was saying regarding Venezuela and not lose the focus. You understand, Tommy? You know, because it seems that whenever, you know, there's a discussion, you know, he has to go down a different type of road. You know, and sometimes I don't think it's necessary. Anderson, welcome.
Mr. Good evening to Mr. Walsh, Uncle Tommy, Kunji, KFC, Mr. Atlanta, the one with all the cats. Let's again, boy.
You wanna change the subject? You wanna change the subject?
No.
Hey, Anderson.
I really just I listening all the time.
Yeah.
And when this what is called them, boy? The large bless. I can't call them a sukunya. Sukunya is the female, but I can call them a sukunya because it's something like a male or a female. Drunk this over the evening, eh? Drunk, Pagan for beer whole evening and San Fernando Promenade. Eh? You're going to pick up your Wi-Fi on the promenade. You didn't some help the homeless clean up. But you call this program to call people dance. Mr. Man, if I 81 years like you, at least 81 years you should learn something. If you're 81 years, it's 81 years you learn nothing at all. My father would tell you. And that's sad. To know you reach that age and you call and all you're saying is over and over. That's not UNC, but I don't know PNM, but I don't know bomb coming here at all. It's the Americans we're rolling with, right? Yeah, you're too old to be so usually uneducated one. Usually is the one we will call a illiterate, a numerate.
Keep it nice, Anderson. Keep it nice.
Yeah, I want to keep it nice with him, and I will always keep it nice with them because my father always said it. You know, if they reach so old and they learn nothing, at least teach them something, right? And this program is the most educated people and callers and listeners. I don't know who invited you to listen to this program and who called for you. Which one of your grandchildren called for you? And that's what I call. I mean, people listening. You know, one or two children still up with the little books, but the little program, Wall Street, they love to listen to the Wall Street program. Right? Children picking up the book in our corner. How to be asking, Uncle, that Mr. called drunk. Uncle, who is that man calling? And the little child want to know who is this drunkard this hour of the night. Mr. Man, go and suit the little boys to them on the Harris Promenade with a suit all and go on. And we can take the Carnage bus from San Fernando to Carnage and go and play catch with them little boys at the mini beach as they are custom.
Thank you.
What should I look on listening?
Thank you, Anderson. We'll leave the man now, man. The man make a comment. He might make a little mistake, but let me don't go after him for a little mistake he make. Yeah, let me don't go after him for that. You know what I mean? All of we just make mistake and we just keep it full 100. You know what I mean? We're just going to cricket. So, folks, I want all you to listen to this. This is I don't know Vandana Mohite. I really don't know her. But by all the things I have heard about her, I heard she's remarkable as an MP. Very, very remarkable, Tommy, as an MP. She's remarkable. COP, welcome.
149 for 5. I watching cricket too.
Who is that?
Bye-bye.
But you tell you who have 149? Who have 149 COP? Who batting? All right, I gotta look at it. Yes, Vandana Mohit. Right? Don't know her personally. I've heard about her. I heard she's a splendiferous, trumendiferous, marvelous, splentastic, splentacular, wonderfulicious, fantabulous MP. Ramdeo, who have 150? Who batting? Tommy, I think sometimes there's things because we living in the United States, we know about cricket, 150 for 518 overs. Who batting? Who in batting? Who batting? I know who batting. Yeah. Yeah.
Mr. Washington.
Yeah.
The Pelicans at 150. TKR bowling.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And I see you're going to play a table man, pretty.
Yeah.
The Spiritual Baptist Church Enterprise.
Yes. Correct.
Well, I'll wait till the hear it now.
Yeah.
The cricket going nice.
Yeah.
I'll call back.
All right. So they give you a score. Yeah. They give you a score.
TKR bowling.
All right. TKR bowling. Good. Falcon batting. Yeah, man. When all they telling we gain, we score. They give you a good score, man. Yeah, Anthony said she's
completed.
Eh? Yeah, Tommy?
Give us complete information.
Yeah. Give me complete information, man. Oh, God. All ain't easy, So, folks, listen to this. Listen to this. I saw this video and I was very impressed. Take a listen.
The Member of Parliament for Shogunas East, Vandana Mohit, paid a special visit to the Lion of Judah Spiritual Baptist Church and Enterprise for a historic moment, their very first ordination ceremonial event. The event, which marked a milestone for the growing congregation, was filled with joy and spiritual reflection. MP Mohit made a generous donation of various items to the church, supporting the day's proceedings and demonstrating her continued commitment to faith-based initiatives in the community. Leader of the church, Mr. Wayne Muhammad, affectionately known as Pastor Roy, expressed heartfelt thanks, showering praises on the MP for her ongoing support and deep involvement in community development.
During the years of COVID, they were in opposition. And every 3 months, 4 months, when they can send, a truck will come to the front with every single thing for the enterprise community. Well, at that time, I was affiliated elsewhere.
Yeah, the man said at that time he was affiliated elsewhere.
Elsewhere.
Right? And he's still getting support from Vandana Mohit. She's our boss.
And I have never seen representation of no politician like this young woman.
In her address, MP Mohit spoke warmly about the values upheld by the church, commended Pastor Roy and his leadership for their efforts in uplifting enterprise, and offered congratulations to all recipients of the ordination certificates.
Today's ordination ceremony is not just a formal gathering. It is a sacred step forward in spiritual preparation, discipline, and unity, most of all. It represents a reaffirmation of the values that this church holds dear: faith, humility, service, and the power of righteous purpose.
A proud day for the Lion of Judah family, and another step forward for the community of enterprise.
So there you have it, folks. I saw that and I said, let me give the MP a round of applause. I'll give she a round of applause. Yeah, I'll give she a round of applause. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because she getting it done. She getting it done. There we go. You know, Tommy, I saw something. Go ahead, Tommy, you can take the call.
Wall Street.
Go ahead, you can take it.
The same fellow who called before, call back again.
Take the call.
Huh?
Take the call.
Let me take the call. Caller, you live. Caller, you live.
Tell him turn
Caller,
down
you
his,
live.
tell him turn down his computer.
Yeah, good night.
Turn
Professor Wall,
turn the computer down.
Uncle Tom. Yeah, right. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I have a personal question for both of you all.
Go ahead.
Uncle Tom?
Yes, go ahead.
Professor Wall, how come the Wall, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes, he can hear
How
you.
come all you could leave this country 50-something and how much years and have so much love for this country and could create this atmosphere of wisdom and greatness for our country, and the typical man here do not understand. The reason why I am trying to tell all that is what there is people, you see the 50 and the 60 years all outside, there's people living 50 and 60 years here, and we go through the drama, and all outside helping to raise a level of wisdom and understanding. But you know what I have a problem with? When we pelt a ball, watch the bowler and watch the creator. Because you know why? I am here for 60 years. You out there for 60 years. You don't know why I know. You gotta live it. You understand, Uncle Tom?
Yeah.
And you see, when you and the wall, let me tell you something. I born Lavanti and I grew up there. But I'll tell you something. Until the African people get all your kind of outside wisdom, we will not have sense to go forward. Now, it might sound dreaded, but how could you do your degree? How come all your degree and everything and all you living outside for 60 years and all you wiser than everybody with a degree down here? And all that we had hard. The world, you listen me? I want you to understand what.
I think you should tell him that he shouldn't paint
I
a
realize you're talking by hearing you.
by calling
I hear you.
educated.
I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, but Tommy,
Good Tom.
Yeah.
can you tell him that he shouldn't paint a wall?
I hear you, but I'm not hearing the wall.
All right, you got
what I'm trying to say is that you can have more wisdom than a man will live in here 60 years. You live in all these 60 years. I live in here 60 years. You see KFC and them with the kind of stupid talk. I love KFC, but you have to be very careful when you're taking the fellas like me. I be on the KFC chicken. And you have to understand, when you see people like me talking, I ain't just talking because I want to talk, you know. I'm talking because I run the system and I understand the system. And me ain't begging for work and all them kind of dotish thing.
Have a next call.
When KFC have to be very careful. Your name can be called KFC, but you're going by church chicken.
Tommy, have another.
You understand?
Caller.
The wall.
Caller,
I depend on the joking with you, but what this? All your programs is boss. Professor Tom.
Yes. Yes. Who are we talking to?
Have a good night. Have a good night.
Okay, thanks.
COP, welcome.
Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, Uncle Tommy fall in the PNM strap there. That is you know the red one and another city 91.9. Them send them callers and them over there. He listening long time, but he never call in. He call in to bash all the callers and them and say the callers them don't see it, They sending the propagandists now and the program and them paying them jokes and them sending the propagandists and the program. You realize they call you up your phone line? They call Uncle Tommy on because they recognize what's going on over there. Uncle Tommy won't pick it up fast. But hey, all the propagandists, Uncle Tommy will recognize and get rid of them. You could call the program and then people who call in the program years, you call them and set a dance. What's wrong with you? Behave yourself. Look at the video you showed just now. Look at the video you showed just now. A Baptist church applauding the minister Vandana Moet.
Indian woman. An Indian woman. Let me
helping he brother and sister.
Yeah, let me talk it like it is.
Helping he brother and sister. Helping he brother and sister. Once who the PNM deny. You hear what the man say? You see, he was on the other side.
Correct. Yeah.
And why he was on the other side, the PNM side? The ladies still pull up there with a truck.
And still get them stuff.
And give them everything.
Yeah.
And she'll look at that as PNM UNC. She'll look at that as unity. And as a leader of the community. Right. You know that gentleman never see that video and applaud that lady for that. You know he never see that video. He keep a blind eye to that historical moment.
COP, when I see that video, I said, nah, boy, I had to play that video. And let's not,
I think you should have.
Go ahead.
I think you should have do more than that. I think that you're supposed to call the Honorable Minister, Vandana Moet, because they're listening, and you should call them and applaud them for that. Even though you call a minister at 12 o'clock in the night, they're doing some work that they will take up the phone and answer.
Let me go and call she now, see if she wants. I'm calling she right now. I think any advice.
That is a plus. Thank you.
Let me call she right now, see if she wants. Hold on, because I take a chance. I'm going to do what COP says. Hold on, let me see here. Vandana. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna call she and hold on. So folks, I take a chance here. I've never spoke to the MP before. She doesn't know me, I don't know her. I'm calling her. It's saying it's calling, It didn't ring in yet. I don't know, say it's ringing. All right. Okay, it's just ringing.
Virginia, hold on.
Okay, go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Virginia.
I understand that, Don.
Good evening, gentlemen. I want to thank the last caller for that very good question. And if the professor, Walsh, don't mind, if I speak on behalf of us out here, in the
Tommy, wait a minute.
Whether or not we live in Trinidad or not, fact that a
hold on, caller.
lot of calls.
Caller, hold on.
No,
Wall Street.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. Let him go.
Yeah, go ahead. Right. So just to answer the question to the gentleman, and I'll quickly just repeat a little bit. Individuals like Wall Street and myself and others, right? we are out here, the global village. You can never take away one thing from us. Whether or not we die out here or die in Trinidad, the fact is we will always be Trinbagonians. And sometimes a lot of us are more on the pulse of what is going on homeland than people who've been there for 60 plus years or whatever. And that's a fact. But sometimes you need an outside perspective of things just to get a much clearer understanding of where the trees are and where the sky is compared to if you're in the middle of it. So that's a little advantage we may have. But more so, again, I stress that sometimes things going on right here in Trinidad and Tobago, we are more on the pulse. And I don't know how to explain it as far as why it's like that with the collective. But as Choki said in a song of his almost 4 decades ago, Trinidad will always be me and me from it, with mine.
For me, breaking up.
That's the situation with it. So I want to thank you again, caller, for asking that. Americans are just as clueless about what's going on, and I can say our Canadian brothers, people born there don't even have a clear perspective and appreciation of what's going on in their own country, and they look at us as though we are great, great minds, when it is just simple common sense. Because we are from Trinidad and Tobago, we're from the Caribbean. Anyway, thank you again, and have a good night.
Thank you, Mr. Virginia. Anselm?
Go ahead, Mr. Florida.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Anselm, Mr. Tommy, and to everyone. Mr. Anselm, let me explain to the gentleman who called in and he talking about, we living outside here. Sir, when I now come up here, I work like a slave now. Nobody didn't know my pain, just like I don't know people in Trinidad pain now. Listen, every country that you go in, you had to pick a side. Some people pick PNM, some people pick UNC. That is their choice. And that don't make them uneducated, that don't make them educated. It's just one political party, which is the PNM, victimize the people, while UNC help the people. But they pick a side, that's the choice. Back in the day, nobody had a right to vote. Now we have a right not to vote. And if you want to come on here and see how, because Mr. Hansen, Mr. Tommy, and American people living under more, they seeing more. No, it's not because we see more. We see ways of true democracy, and we see ways of true development, beneficial to our life, through education and hard work. And this is what we just want for Trinidad and Tobago. So don't feel America better than Trinidad. Let me tell you something. Trinidad is a paradise, but it was mismanagement by the PNM for how much years? Let me tell you something. We in America here, when we have to make a plan, we have to schedule. In Trinidad, you say, all right, fellas, weekend we're going to do it. So don't think because people live in America, everything happy and everything cotaspetic and everything good and everything great. It's just Trinidad now make the right decision and voted for UNC. We hope that they continue the development of themselves. So, all right, caller. So don't think who educated and uneducated and who's more Trini and who's not Trini. Everyone is a human being, and there's only one race, human race. Look on this, Mr. Hansen.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So, folks, take a listen.
Thank you.
This was news from today. Take a listen to this.
A 30-year-old Point Fortin man was held after 5 Venezuelan nationals, ages 21 to 33, were found at his home. Meanwhile, in the Erin district, A total of 14 Venezuelan nationals ages 5 to 40 who entered the country illegally were found hiding behind a pirogue on a beach last night by personnel of the Marine Interdiction Unit. Officers of the Aryan police station were contacted and the foreigners were detained. Immigration Division and the Children's Authority personnel were also contacted.
See, that's what the PNM did to the country. They allowed these people to come and know that they could find their way to Trinidad and Tobago, and they continue to try to find their way to Trinidad and Tobago. That's what the PNM did to our country. You know, all because of the Dragon gas deal. That's why, folks, start to put your closing comments in the chat, send your closing voice notes, right? Put your closing comments, send your closing voice notes, and your quotes. Yeah, KFC.
Yeah, blessed night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy.
Blessed night.
Mr. Washington, my MP had
Blessed night, my friend.
round of applause. You see, and down the way she give all them things and them down there that them concern voting PNM down there, but she watching no face and she just do what she had to do now.
Yeah,
when she always she constituency too.
Yeah, we gave her a round of applause. Give her a round of applause.
My boy understand you couldn't get the victim. They talk about Brula, she had to she cat and some of the fluffy one.
What is that one?
You money talking about all the cat now, right? I Brula, she had 23 cats and the sumo one.
Oh,
the fluffy one.
Okay.
All right. But Mr. Washington, Thursday meet that game, you going on bad day, we make the Pelican make 166.
Yeah.
We have 170 to give to see another day.
Right.
Yeah, man. Bless.
Bless. Yeah, I'm going to see it. Yeah. Now the rest it. Falcons out. TKR coming to bat now. Yeah. Who opening for TKR? Hales and who's the next fella, boy? Hales and oh God. Yeah.
Oh God!
Oh God!
Well, I was.
Let
me load on.
All I had to do is
Yes, let me load on the TV. Let me load on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was now going to call earlier and tell earlier that Tetel Anderson is me that have the cats.
Okay.
But I see KFC do it for me, and I want to let KFC know that the mister just tell him that he calling himself KFC and he going and Church's chicken. I done that. Oh, yeah, God.
You know, good enough.
Oh, Lord.
God. Oh, God, Anderson, go ahead, Anderson. Anderson, how to get the disclaimer? Anderson, go on. Anderson, you're going. When I pick up, you're going. I wonder, oh, God, all ain't easy. Folks, put. No, they say Beulah have cats in truth. Beulah can admit that. Right, folks, put your closing quotes and put your closing comments in the chat. All right. Oh God, Anderson, stay by the Wi-Fi, man. Stay by the Wi-Fi, Anderson. You can't move from by the pole. I tell you that. No, the USA 166 for 8. So that we had to make about 8 point something runs are over. Yeah. 8 point something runs are over for TKR. And we in the final, right? If they win, they in the final because they did semi-final. Yeah.
That's right.
So, folks, I sent a message for Vandana Moet. Okay? And I know that is a new number she's seeing. You know, so she could ask herself, but who is this boy? So we ain't gonna see. But you know what? I will send her a message for her to come on the program. That's what I'll do. Yeah. I know I understand that. I'll send her a message for her to come on the program. For me, you like cricket?
Of course.
Yeah, I just sit down there and watch the whole game, boy. That game ain't gonna finish till after 11 tonight, you know. Yeah. But anyway, let's take that break and we will come back and we go wrap up because I want to go and watch the game too myself. We'll be right back, folks.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, folks, whenever you join us, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also, it's 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. And don't forget, share the live as soon as you join us. Thank you.
So there are people on Facebook, Azina Smith, Rupert Lal, Vash Jagu, Kurt Gordon, Joel Sprang. Let me see that one. Hold on. Joel Sprang Winter, John Budram, Ramdale Baiju. I also saw you in the chat, Ramdale. Vidya, Munasa, and there were some others. Let me see who the others. I don't know if I could see them. Okay, I can't see them on that tree. I ain't seen them on that tree. All right. So this is my closing quote. My closing quote is, here we go.
Today is Tuesday. Good morning, God. Today is Tuesday, Father, September 16th. I lift my voice to you on this day, not in weakness, but in victory. For you surrounded me with your protection until the dawn, and your mighty hand has brought me this far. I declare in faith that this day belongs to you, that every barrier will fall, that your light will shine, and that every purpose of the Lord will be fulfilled in my life. This is not just another day. It is the day when I will see your faithfulness shine upon me. Lord, I place in your hands every decision, every step, and every thought, and may everything I do be for your glory. Teach me to walk in humility, recognizing that everything comes from you. Give me faith to believe in your promises and love to serve those around me. Deliver me from evil, strengthen me in battles, and grant me wisdom to face every challenge with courage and peace. May this Tuesday be marked by victory in every detail of my life. Cover me with your presence, Father, from sunrise to sunset. In Jesus' name, amen.
From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent. When talent does not work hard, for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, this first quote is by J.R.R. Tolkien, and it is on hope. It goes like this: we must take a hard road, a road unforeseen. There lies our hope, if hope it be. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror. You have to be the one to make the change that you want to see. However, if you're looking at the mirror and you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're ready to give them a hand up. Love you all. Stay safe. We'll see each other on Thursday, God willing. Till then, good night.
Thank you, Tommy. So let's say condolences to Miss Santa Cruz.
Yo, man.
Santa Cruz said, got sad news today. My school friend of 60 years died after a short illness. We entered secondary school together and remain friends till our passing. Condolences to your friend, Miss Santa Cruz. Yeah.
Mr. Wash she short and she the most good night to Brula Warrior. When she share me cat I want to. Bless and tell to see me tagging. Love.
Donald Alexander said, God bless, pleasant and safe night to Professor Warshik, Uncle Tommy, and all who are locked on. One of the hardest lessons in life is letting go, whether it's guilt, anger, love, loss, or betrayal. Change is never easy. We fight to hold on and we fight to let go. Thank you, Donna Alexander. Good night, everyone. Sleep tight and dreams, sweet dreams. And dreams, sweet dreams. Paul Legal says, condolences on the passing of your school friend, Anna. Same here. Condolences to you, Anna. You know, sometimes you have these friends where you go way back, way back, way back, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's like my wife, you know? She went to school with, she went way back, you know? They've been friends since high school. And she was from Picton, Laventil. You know? So, okay, Monica Rampi soon says, be safe, stay blessed, have a great night till Thursday, God willing. Good night. Ramdeo Baiju says, may everyone have a blessed night. Daryl Supersat says, one love to all. Batman closing comments, the secret is not to find the meaning of life, but to use your life to make things that are meaningful. Correct is right. Anthony said, good night, everyone. Be safe out there, people. Paul Legal says, have a good night, everyone. Until next time. Nadira says, bye, guys. Of course, Nadira going to look at the game. Ron DeSantis Jr. says, TNT, PNM government is just as sleepy Joe Biden and crackling hyena Harris with weak borders, control and vetting of illegal invaders. Anthony Ford says, good night, be safe, everyone. Wall Street Tommy. Ms. Santa Cruz says, a fool contributes nothing worth learning and takes offense at everything. Aristotle. So, folks, you see, Vandana said she just got home. Let me just see something. Let me see something. She said she just got home. Okay. All right. Okay. She just said she just got him. I tell her okay. Okay, folks. Vandana Moy just sent me a message. She said she just got home and she said another day. And I said, no, okay, no problem. All right. So she sent me a message. That's the way it's supposed to be. No problem at all. Yeah? Clinton Williams, Professor Wall Street, and Uncle Tommy, good night from Toronto. Bless up. Good night to you, Clinton Williams. And Arjun says, good night, folks. What is that? Mr. Wall Street, come home and start putting Brian or Brain. What is that one thing? Anna said, Miss Santa Cruz says, yes, it was. She was at my wedding. My children, Kristen, always at my home for Christmas and other occasions. We remain good friends. I really felt that. Yeah. I tell you, I understand because my wife, one of her best friends, you know, she was there for her always. Yeah. So, folks, we are out of here. We see you on Thursday, same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. We are out of here. Bye-bye.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinbago wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Tell your neighbor, place your ex by the rising sun. If you want leaders who can lead properly, place your ex by the rising sun. On election day,